So I was just watching this show on parenting and love. It wasn't just about parenting as adults. Actually, it was about offspring and animals. They were talking about spiders. This particular spider, and how the daddy longlegs, or rather mommy longlegs, lays her eggs and then sits with them for up to a month until they hatch. How it's all instinctively done, and how the animals do everything instinctively. I mean, very little is learned, especially in the sense of raising children, offspring. And it leads me to wonder how much genetic involvement how much genetics is involved in human decisions, and how much of it is learned or experienced. For example, a person may determine a lot of their parenting on how they were parented, and that's what sets humans apart from other animals. That other animals, say monkeys, raise their young, and the mother takes care of the child, and the father takes care of the group. That's their instinctive roles. And how very short amount of time that we've been conscious humans as compared to being, acting more on instinct, if you will, our primal minds. We don't know to what degree we operate anymore on reason versus instinct. Something that got me to consider was the idea that being a father is really hard because of what society expects of a father. And after watching this thing, a thought that occurred to me was how in modern day society, being a good mother is an instinctive act for most women, whereas being a good father is often a learned act. And I'm not quite sure about this. I haven't thought this through that much, so this is just kind of a new idea to me. But the fatherly instinct is to protect the family unit, not to coddle the child. You know what I mean? The male instinct, and I know a lot of fathers would disagree with me by saying, no, I love to cuddle with my children, and I love to hug and kiss my children, and of course, so do I. It's part of what makes being a dad awesome. And but there's also the element of oxytocin, which is flowing through the bloodstream, which at one time they thought was just a woman thing, but men have oxytocin as well, and that's that bonding element to your children. Not only that, but you can smell pheromones that your subconscious is aware of that you're not. Sorry, it's a bit windy out here. Sorry if that's too windy, but it means being a father is much more difficult than a lot of people assume, or a lot of mothers assume, and that's why there's a lot of deadbeat dads that just can't get past the instinctual aspect of just reproducing and moving on because it takes a degree of setting aside your instincts, I guess, and using your rational mind, your reason, to know what your children need best. Because your children need more than instinct. Your children need love, because we're humans and we're different. Being an animal is strange. Being a human animal, yeah, that's really strange. Take care, everybody.